Come over a wee bit.
Hello, everybody.
Afternoon. Hope everyone is suitably refreshed after a good weekend at the golf, Michael.
Yeah, not bad. Did you watch?
I watched, quite a lot.
Nice.
Quite a lot. Pinehurst is a huge favourite of mine. I know it kind of seemed to divide the crowd a wee bit on online. Some people said they didn't quite love the course, and some said they absolutely loved it. I saw Max Homa say one of the best courses he's ever played. Surprised how few of these guys actually played it.
Yeah, I think they're just so busy they're not going to go on boys trips to Pinehurst.
Go on a boys trip, but I would just think if there's a major coming up, I'd be going to play those, because it's not like you only have to prep for 3. Because you're
Augusta.
Augusta, and so I don't know. What's your thoughts on the finish?
It was a rough loss for Rory. I'll give him that. I think Bryson pulling off that shot. Lou Stagner made a post, and the stats was impressive.
Insane. The two stats that were insane were Rory's lack of 3 putts until that 15th hole,
and Bryson's hitting that wedge shot in less than 4 feet is 1.7 or something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, impressive to say the least, and cool that he put sand in the cup after, and he's like, that sand's gonna end up in my house, kind of thing. So whatever. Some people hate him, some people love him. Would I have rather seen Scotty Scheffler win or Tiger Woods? Yeah, of course. Rough weekend for those two lads.
Yeah, Scotty never got to grips with the place at all, did he?
No.
Just couldn't make enough birdies to be effective. He just didn't look a shadow of the golfer that he has been. So yeah, it just goes to show. I mean, Tiger's level of, we always talk to Tiger, but his level of performance for that period of time. I mean, let's not get confused. Scotty has just won his first tournament past May 1st.
Yeah.
At Memorial. Mm-hmm. He's got a long way before he can be mentioned. He's got some ball striking stats that would match up at this point, but he's not even close yet. And when you see him in a major like that, playing with Rory, and Xander was pretty good the first 2 days, but Scotty was so far off the pace.
Yeah. The other thing too is Bryson, almost made it into a playoff at the PGA.
Yeah.
Played well or decently in Houston, I think, in the live event, and then came here and, obviously, again, playing well. So he deserves it. He's worked hard, and he's a good player. So, yeah, interesting win. Next question.
That's a very political answer, Michael. Oh, an interesting
I love a bit of politics.
But more importantly, guys, what were your thoughts? What did you think of the US Open? We don't have too long to wait, a month until the Open Championship. Mm-hmm. Starts on, I think it's July 18th. Yeah. So we've got a month to go. So, yeah. Golf 007 saying Mikey needs to work in his picks. Your Scotty and Tiger picks, nae good.
Nae good. They let me down. I will pick Tiger in every event.
You will do. He's not really a pick at this point.
He's like an honorary pick.
Yeah.
Scott, Coulard, any tips for installing a line grips? Don't. Put them on, look them up upside down or backwards from the back, and just see if that line is as straight as possible. That's all I got for you. They are a pain in the backside sometimes.
They are. Jeff Ward, narrow sole, low bounce irons that are semi-forgiving for a picker. Angle attack, 0 to +1 with irons. Would be fun to see you guys went over the Maltby ratings sometime as well. That's not going to happen.
I heard Maltby's quite nice.
You should try it. No, I mean, how long have we been doing this now, the channel? 7 years?
Yeah.
6, 7 years?
1 year for me.
Yeah, you're coming up for your 1 year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're finally getting used to it.
No.
At no point during the lifetime that we've had the channel have has anyone from Maltby ever, approached us to do any testing for them. So I think they're quite happy in their lane. I mean, we've had contact with just about everyone at this point. The only one I'm disappointed we've never really kind of managed to get, because obviously Bryson's relevance right now is I would have loved to have done some more crank testing. But yeah, some people has for Maltby, it's kind of came in, intermittently, but we've never the opportunity.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Just smiling.
You're just a smiley wee face,
Yeah.
and you're just a happy wee punter.
Bry Roberts Long Drive says, I'm in Toronto, big dog.
The big dog's in town. What was that event called? The Endless Summer? Is that what it's called? They were doing a long drive event in Belleville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either. But I hope you've had a good time. Weather's been...
Who won?
I don't know. I never saw it.
What was that lad's name?
He's a clue.
The boy with the knee sleeves.
Oh, Bobby Ray.
I was here.
He was there.
Oh, really? That's hilarious. Hi, guys.
I definitely thought you would have been there.
Ian, can't pronounce your last name, pal. Sorry.
We never gave Jeff. Sorry, let's go back. Sorry.
Finally
Jeff
made
Ward.
alive.
Good.
Welcome to the live.
Jeff Ward, we got into the subject of Maltby, never really answered this question. A narrow sole low bounds that are semi-forgiving for a picker. Semi-forgiving. Very rare that, isn't it? Narrow low bounds.
How's those I-230s? They fairly low?
I-230s.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said, right?
Yeah. You doubt yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just trying to think something that is, stronger lofted. That you can add some loft to and just reduce. I'll have a think about that one.
245? No.
No. There's not many. There's really not many.
How's your oat
Bites
bar?
an oat bar. I'm starving. Been working this morning. Mick Crawley is giving you a hard time for your timekeeping.
Mick, I was on time. I picked up the Starbucks.
Shocking.
I was here. Ian was late.
How are you, Michael? Hope you're well. We miss you.
RBJW, hello gents from sunny Glasgow. It'll rain soon. What are your thoughts on Bryson's equipment? It's a
It's like something you'd...
bag of mysteries, but
A bag of mysteries. That's a good way to put it.
thank you.
It's not like you.
Timestamp, folks. That's a compliment.
A bag of mysteries.
See, he's
I mean, it
named
is
his
amazing.
stuff, like Azalea and this and that. The guy wants to win the Masters so badly.
It's too much for me, all that stuff.
It's an interesting bag club. We finally saw photos of like the club face from Avoda, and it's
Just
a
looks,
bag of mysteries as well.
Just looks odd, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks odd. What? Oh, jeez.
I can't imagine. You just imagine, right? You take a tennis ball, cut the first third off of it, stick it on your club face, and that's kind of what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why didn't we think of that?
What?
To design them. We're millionaires.
It's not smart enough. That's what it is. Just sometimes you've got to own up to the fact you just don't have it.
Yeah. I don't have it.
Nick 209, US Open was really good, didn't care who won, whether it was Rory or Bryson. Rory struggled with short putts. Nick, I would argue that. I thought
You saw that
Rory's putting was
stat.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought his putting was absolutely, in the last round, the amount of 6 and 8 footers he made, it was just down the stretch, those two really crucial ones that he missed.
Yeah.
I thought his putting was amazing.
Was it 4 footers, inside 4 feet?
Inside 3 feet, he had made 493 in a row or something.
Yeah.
Ah, dear. Golf 007. I have to pick this one up because I completely disagree with you. You do not win a major by bogeying 3 of the last 4. I'll agree with that part. Moreover, his actions and how he parted ways also tarnished his champion status. What do you want the guy to do? He's literally bogeyed 3 of the last 4. He's not won a major since 2014. You want him to stand around and give out hugs and kisses?
Yeah.
Like, get out of there. It's not like, him being there takes the cameras, the reporters, everything away from the limelight being on Bryson.
And no offense to the media people, but they would have just asked him stupid questions.
Dumb questions. Rory, how do you feel? How do you think I feel?
Yeah. How do you feel, and do you think you should now have a divorce? It's like stupid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just get out of there. It's Bryson won, you didn't. You know.
Yeah. See you next year.
Like, I know people showing pictures of Bryson hugging Xander. Bryson is on a crusade for people to like him. Let's not get this mixed up. This is a concerted effort. This isn't something that comes naturally. Or like Rory is Rory. He's been Rory all his life. He's outspoken. You know, sometimes like Brooks brought up this week when Rory left, when Rory didn't do media or something after maybe last year's US Open, he got scalded for that. Rory doesn't care.
Yeah.
Bryson is trying to actively get people to like him.
Totally.
So, which is great. Good, and he's doing a nice job. People do like him. He's making lots of time to give autographs. Don't make someone out to be a bad guy, though, just because they're not doing that. Like, lots of people, Rory McIlroy is a good guy, a great guy.
Bryson's big into the content world as well. So the amount of content they probably collected.
Headlines for him.
You'll want to watch that video when it's posted. He went live last night when they were etching his trophy. Like he's approachable for sure. The amount
of times he said, "Watch this, watch this." Like that should literally be on his gravestone. Bryson, watch this, the shamble. That is literally what he wants now.
Yeah.
He wants the camera on him 24/7. But I don't want people to be calling Rory out for being a sore loser. Like, you know, who finished third? Exactly.
Cantley.
Right, Cantley. Did he hang about? Was he there?
No.
You know,
I
doing
don't know.
autographs? Like, I don't know.
Tiger Woods got the Ben Hogan Award earlier in the week. I watched his award ceremony. Congrats, Tiger, if you're watching.
T-dubs.
Patrick Keeney, any updates on the new Ventus red and black? I got fit into the new blue, but my fitter wanted to try the black and red before buying. They were supposed to be here last week for us to do a video for today, and they will
be here by next week.
Yeah, slight delay on getting red and black out the door. Ryan Lynn, any idea when the embargo date is for GT?
It's like late August?
Yeah, late August.
A while.
Retail date is like September something. Steve Middleton. Steve is a second cousin or something of Kate Middleton. Thanks again for expanding into featuring a female fitting.
We enjoyed it.
That was good.
And you guys did too. It was great to have Amaya on the channel and have, you know, obviously representing the kind of female demographic. Since Lindsay Knowlton was the last time we had a female on the channel.
That's a long time ago.
Long time ago. So, yeah, Amaya's amazing.
Yeah,
so it was
it's
awesome.
so good.
And we had another female on the channel today.
We did.
Which you'll enjoy. We had
different type of fitting, finally.
Yeah. It wasn't a driver fit. You'll be pleased to know. It was good. It was very, very good. Evan, the gaining speed video from a week or so ago clicked an old swing thought and solved my two-way miss. Deeper backswing. Thanks, guys. Best golf channel going. Do you know what? I really always think when we do these videos, I just think that it's going to mean something to someone. You know, it might not be something that everyone can gain some speed from, but someone out there is going to take one of those tips. One of the things will land, whether it's hands higher, whether it's deeper backswing, whether it's earlier to the lead side. One of the sort of three things that we talked about for speed, and for me as well, like the deeper backswing stuff. I've been sort of making sure that if I'm not going to see my ball speeds where they need to be, deeper backswing, instantly 3-4 miles an hour.
Donald Boyd thinks Rory's going to win at Troon. What did I say
do
this
you.
morning?
Yep, so do
Here's
you.
your pick.
Yep. Ayrshire course is starting to run fast. Good. That's what we want for an Open
Yeah,
Championship.
baked out.
Yeah.
The last time something was really, really baked out, was it Carnoustie?
Carnoustie?
Yeah.
2018.
What an Open. Frankie.
It was, I mean, the Open in 2020, what was that, 21? 2021? Was that with St Andrews, Cam Smith? Oh no, 2022.
22.
2 years ago. That was pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
That was very fast. Lots of people say, no, Nick G, he's obligated to speak on it. He is not obligated. He absolutely is not. There's no obligation. It's at the discretion of the player. I think lots of people would like there to be an obligation, a mandatory that they speak. Some people I heard saying that this week. Paul McGinley, I think, said on the broadcast, he thinks it should be mandatory that players do their media obligations. But it's not. It is at the option and discretion of the player. Freddie M, how dare Rory leave without kissing Bryson's shoes? It's funny.
We've got a super chat from Justin. Justin says, I have a similar swing to Mike. I apologize for that, Justin.
Poor Justin.
All my misses are similar. Swing is similar to...
Swing similar to, I play
MG4 wedges, 54 and 60. What bounces would you suggest? I mean, just because swing is the same, technique might be a little bit different with a wedge, different turf that you play, different conditions, etc. But I play basically 10 degrees of bounce, gap wedge, sand wedge, and 12 degrees of bounce in the lob wedge.
We had a cool conversation with JP about, obviously wedges and grinds and bounce, and I just think it's important that people don't get led too much by the number of bounce, right? The amount of sole, the sole camber, the grind, the sole width. There's so many different factors that go into making, obviously, the importance of the sole, but yeah, it's something that you really need to go and get tested and discover it for yourself. I think what works for Mikey, like even if you said what's good for me is 12 degrees of bounce in the sand wedge and 10 on the lob wedge, but the sole makeup may be different. The width, the camber, like all those things may be different, even on the exact same bounce number. So I just don't think it's ideal. Okay. Let's see what we got. Any good ones? Michael Houseman. Any chance we get a review of the all new level of all the new level irons and wedges? They look sweet. Yes, Michael. We have been chatting with New Level. We are going to get some products for testing very soon. I think there's 3 new irons. I think.
Really? Wow.
Something
I haven't
like
heard from them in a while.
Sean D enjoyed our video last week with Amaya. Very cool.
The fam says, I'm so happy to see pros actually struggle and not shoot 17 under.
Lots of people liking that.
Nice to see that the leaderboard yesterday with Rory and Bryson, even Patrick Cantley, one makes a bogey, and then all of a sudden there's no lead. Then there goes a 1-shot lead or 2 shots back, rather than someone goes out and shoots 8 under the first day, and then it's like a 6-shot lead the whole weekend.
Yeah, my fear yesterday was Bryson comes out and plays the first 5 at 2 under, gets it to 9. The guys in second place maybe go 1 over through 5, and then there's like a 6-shot lead, and there's not much
Watch him float it home.
Yeah. It's a course that really you can make bogeys, but you won't make really many doubles and triples. There were some, but not many. Let's see. Ryan Nickel, 22 handicap. What would help most short term? Get fit for new irons or a new driver? Both outdated. Rogue X irons, Nike Sasquatch driver. Ryan, I would say Rogue X irons are probably still the type of iron that are going to be suitable for higher handicapper, but I'd say the Nike driver would make a bigger difference for you. Like, go get fit for that one. Alex McTiernan, how common are ZX5 and ZX7 combo sets during fittings? Very
tons.
common.
Super from Christopher Jackson. I've been seeing a lot of marketing for Ben Hogan clubs lately. Have you tested anything, and have you have any thoughts?
Not the new ones. They did, and then they were, I guess they were bought, out again, or somebody kind of
good for them.
Resuscitated them.
DNR.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know enough about them, to be honest.
Opus, the Penguin, made Valhalla look like a signature event. That was a major championship.
It was. That's a good call.
Good call.
Yep.
Although Valhalla did look impressive, but this firm, fast, and not super low is nice. BM is asking, how do I like the Modus 105 in your 5-iron? Did you do this to be like an AMT set? I didn't do it to be like an AMT set, but I love it. Much easier. I think mentally, not having the swing weight being a little bit heavier, like the rest of the set of my irons, it kind of helps me just kind of swing away at it. But flight's been good out of the rough, all that. It's been pretty special. I like that iron.
Freddie M, 58 versus 60 degree lob wedge, thoughts?
Hold on, I gotta catch up here.
What are your thoughts? I would say it depends how easily you can sort of get the angles out in your delivery. If you're somebody who's a bit of a handle dragger, then you de-loft. It might be more useful to have. Well, there's two ways to look at it. It depends. Are you able to still shallow out the bottom of your arc? If you're not able to shallow out your arc well, I'd rather you used less loft and learned how to get rid of it, rather than having lots of loft and it causes you to pull the handle more. So it just depends on your comfort level, and we'd have you hitting shots at different yardages to determine how easily you can get the angles out on the downswing. So honestly, no right answer, but it just depends what works for you.
Jerry Ledbetter saying, Ian, Rick Shields needs you desperately. Sorry for Rory, happy for Bryson.
I don't know if Rick is, it doesn't seem like he ever, whether it's me or anyone else, it doesn't ever seem like he gets fit though. I think he just likes to test clubs and then he just puts it in the bag. But I don't think he ever truly gets dialed in. It doesn't appear to be anyway. He doesn't make content around it, whether he does or doesn't. It doesn't seem like he really goes through the thorough process of diving into that side of things. But I'd imagine he's knowledgeable about his equipment and equipment in general. So he maybe just likes doing it himself.
Freddie M goes, why does Drew Cooper fly all the way to Norway to get fitted by an Englishman when instead off to Canada to get fitted by a Scotsman? Swing Cat.
Yeah, Swing Catalyst, yeah. Well, he's obviously good friends with Tom, and we've had Drew out here a couple of times. Drew flew out here probably 2018 or something to get fit by me. We got him into a full new set of
T730s.
Yeah, full new set of blades, and then we had him back up in probably 2020 or 2021 or something like that, and we done more testing with Drew. So yeah, Drew's a great lad. But he was in Norway for a Swing Catalyst event. So yeah, I think him and Tom were having some fun trying out some different stuff.
Blue Winters. Hey guys, you think at a 19 to 20 handicap I can make the change from my sim irons into P790s? As I've gotten better, I'm starting to hate the way the sims look behind the ball.
Yeah, I definitely. I think we answered a similar question to that last week. P790s kind of higher handicap.
Totally.
Player handle those, I would say yes.
Erwin is saying, I'm making a bold statement, Bryson wins the Open.
be a hell of a run if he did. I mean, second in the PGA, win at the US Open, win at the Open Championship. He's back in the top 10 in the world now, considering he's not eligible for world ranking points within his own tour. So
if he does that, he'd wish April wasn't so far away.
Yep. Sean D, Ian and Mike, sum up the 2024 professional golf year in a couple of sentences. Who won the Masters? Scotty.
Sum up the 2024 professional golf year.
I would something along the lines of the cream always rises to the top. If we look at, like Bryson's the best player on live at the minute. Obviously Joaquin Niemann was the best player early on, but Bryson's the best player, right? He's having great performances. Scotty, Xander, number 1 in the world, number 3 in the world. Rory's number 2 in the world. Rory's won twice. Xander's got the major monkey off his back. Like, the best players are playing the best in these big events.
Yeah, and they're winning. Like, those are the guys you want winning.
Yeah. So I would sum up saying, we're seeing the cream rising to the top at the minute.
I like that. Nicely said.
Saved you a job, didn't it? Freddie M says Tiger wins the Open.
I knew I liked you, Freddie M. Ian's asking, do drivers lose efficiency after a certain number of shots?
They don't lose efficiency, Ian. If anything, if they're starting to go in terms of the face, I think the face from the testing I've seen actually gets quicker as it gets towards breaking point. So, no, generally it does not. Our friend John Jensen, hi guys, I shot 86.80 this weekend to win my flight in the club championship. John Jensen's on a hell of a run.
No kidding.
I feel like John wins a club championship or a member guest or something every week. And to shoot the best net today of total of 8 under in the tour, wouldn't have done this without your help. Thanks, enjoy some of the winnings. Wow, that's awesome. Thumbs up for John. How's your game?
Not great.
Our game is in a toilet.
Not great. And I said it the end of last week. It's like, oh, you know what? Saturday afternoon, I'm gonna
hit balls.
After I play, I'm gonna go hit balls and just work on some stuff. Didn't go to the range. Sunday, I'm gonna go to the range. Didn't go to the range.
Where'd you go, to the wine cellar?
No. Just play golf, and then I do need to. Now I've noticed it. It's like, okay, I've played a lot of golf.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. I like to play, but I need to go for more than an hour and just hit different shots.
Yeah, you feel like you're too one-dimensional on the course. You've not got enough shots in your locker.
Just some shots that I'm trying to create where even simple turning something over, and it's like you're not going to do it here when you only have one shot to do it. So rather than be frustrated, if I just go to the range and try to feel it out, I'm sure it's an easy fix. Maybe if my coach comes over to the club, we organic tea.
I'll come.
A little range session. Yeah.
I know, my nose is blocked in evil. I'm trying to get, that one where you just get a little...
I thought you were dying on me there.
Your
game's not awful.
My game's dreadful. Dreadful.
We had a nice game on Thursday. We lost. None of us played well. You and I didn't play well.
No, we never played well.
To lose to those two.
I know. My heat's down.
That stings a wee bit. That's all right.
You know what, see, I have a lot of competitive spirit in me. Until I feel like I can't really affect the game. Yeah. That's how I felt all day. I feel like I can't really kind of grit my teeth and find something. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Played with my father yesterday. It was good.
Did you?
Yeah. Took him out to the club.
That's nice.
Play a little 18 holes.
How's Sevy's golf? Speaking of short game masters. Was it all right?
It was all right.
Struggle?
Aye, wee bit. He wants a new driver. I don't know why, because he hits that thing great. He's like, I think I need a G430.
Ralphie hit that G430 great.
So good.
Build one of those up for your dad.
Nice, all right. Oh, here we go. Zach Evanson. Did you change your mind on testing the Kirkland lineup? If so, were you able to source the clubs needed?
We did not change our mind. We have the clubs now. Irons, wedges, putter, driver.
Wowzers.
Everything.
Golf shoes?
No. Golf balls? No. Clubs? No. So yep, we're going to make a little video about those probably next week, I think.
Our boy from last week, Alexander Chung, is in the house.
Alexander.
What do you recommend, Arcos or ShotScope H4? Loving my Strixon ZX5 MK Mark IIs, Cali AI Smoke Hybrid, and new AI Smoke Max driver fitted by Josie Hughes at Club Champion Glasgow. Here's some money for next week's Starbucks. Thank you, sir.
Cheers, Alexander. We are firmly in the camp of Arcos. We've kind of had that relationship with them for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what ShotScope is like. I've actually never looked at it, Alexander. I hear good things. I think Pete Finch is ambassador for them, but I just think Arcos are developing a platform now, and they've got so much data now that they're collecting. Just the information they're giving us as fitters is really, really useful. So I believe that the Arcos are sort of the leaders in the market for as much as I can gather without really having tested ShotScope myself. But I don't know. I think that might be a fun endeavour in the next little while to look at both. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Golf 007, I think, is compared to our game on why we're struggling. Is it because your equipment is a mystery? Nope. For me, it's between the ears. I stand over the ball and go, I'm going to try this. And it doesn't work.
I don't really honestly. I feel like a turn up. It doesn't matter whether it's with the same driver, different drivers. I feel like I turn up on the tee at the minute and don't know where it's going to go. I could stand up there and I just get a little bit stuck in my swing. So
it took him a while.
Yeaman.
There he is, folks.
Get your grammar right, Yeaman. Do all staff members get an Arcos account?
I be. Yikes. Back to bed. Gramps.
Just as well you're good at the paint. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of say that the different shot scope is without monthly subscription. Arcos seems more precise on picking the shots. Yeah, I've heard lots of people talk about the subscription, the monthly. They're in maybe a 6-month season. They don't want to pay for it for 12 months. Yeah, all reasons for you to make the decision that works for you.
Tim X 2002 says, I haven't been able to play real golf just yet because my shoulder surgery, but I have been playing on Golf Plus on the Quest 2 VR headset. Okay, you see the new updates from Apple that are coming out in a couple weeks.
I heard you going on about it the other day.
See that VR thing? I might get a set. That's quite cool.
Your accent's just changing more and more by the day. I think you're literally going to be Scottish by the time we're all said and done.
Done? Where are we going?
When we're all said and done.
Are we breaking up?
In life.
Need a Kirkland and Vessel collab. I'd rock a leather Kirkland tour bag.
Victor Kim is asking.
Victor.
What are your current swing thoughts? Jesus crikey. You ever seen that?
Crikey.
You ever seen that guy who's got the swing thoughts in his arm and his hands and all over? He's got the training aids and stuff like that. That's probably where my head's at right now. Ah, dear. It's a struggle.
No lessons this weekend?
I didn't have a lesson this weekend, no.
What are some good tactics for increasing swing speed?
We just done a video.
Fari, you need to go into a couple videos from last week.
Yep.
Our two nice guys did a video on how to get faster.
Richard Brooker, mixed doubles match. Mike and Paige versus Ian and Amaya. Great content for the channel. That would be a good match.
Mixed doubles, no problem. Get the Federers out.
I tell you what, Amaya and I would take you two down.
No chance. No chance. I'd send one right down the middle and you two do, oh, you get it. No, you get it.
I would take you out. Let's see.
Cropsdale. Oops, hold on. I jumped ahead and come back to you, Logan. Any putters with adjustable loft and lie sleeve, similar as drivers? I struggle with that one.
Not currently.
No.
Not currently. Cool idea though. Interested to see if they did one.
Oh. Logan Soto. Currently, I'm building a set of Makino CB1s. Any opinion on Makino irons? Any plans to test them in the futures? Logan, never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Mick Crawley, guys, kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. One swing thought is plenty. Just swing the grip.
Mick.
Right. Listen.
Here we go, Mick. I kind of had it as a bit of a goal when standing on the tee to swing more freely, have a little bit less like thought. The misses that I have when I do that are off the planet. When I try and swing freely with the driver, like I need to have like clarity over what I'm trying to do, shot shape, feel, all the rest of it. Like I need to have some structure around it. I'm not the type of golfer. You're more of a type of golfer that can stand up there and swing with a little bit more freedom. I think that's part of that. You play quite a bit. But you can stand up there and pick a target down the left and just hit it hard, knowing that it's going to cut. Yeah. Like I don't know if it's going to go left, right, up or down at this point.
Up or down.
Megadon.
U.S. Ireland. In Brazil, no fitting available. Any recommendations on how to self-fit, particularly for iron shafts?
Tough one.
Go to Rio de Janeiro International Airport. Find the fastest flight to Toronto.
That's a hard one.
Mizuno. See if I would try that. What's that thing called? Gyroscope?
Hey?
Yeah, you know, the Mizuno, the blue thing that you just...
Oh, the DNA.
Oh, okay. Swing, yeah, the swing thing. That's not a bad way to go.
Yeah, that is a really good way. I don't know anyone in Brazil that would do...
I thought Juan knew a guy in Brazil, but I think that's Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. Yeah.
Are they close? No. No, never mind.
Same continent, but...
Shaft optimizer, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Bernstein, I'm a 10 handicapper and normally a great ball striker, but I've been chucking almost everything and drives.
Or having
a weird high fade, which is normal for me in the setup. Is that setup or me coming over too much? Yeah, I would say your path is probably a little bit too far left, which is why you're keeping too much loft on it, and you're getting that miss to the right, predominantly. I would think, but again, without knowing exactly, I bet that's chunking everything. But I've been chunking almost everything and drives. Sounds like, if you're chunking it, chunking it could be from steep or shallow. You can either have the low point too far back as you're falling back, or it can be a little bit too steep. So get a little bit, on a launch monitor, just get a little clarity over what it is: path, angle, attack, face. Get those three things in order, and at least you can start to kind of know what to expect. I think if the path left, expect the shot to be, the straighter shots will go left, the more curved ones will go right, all that sort of stuff.
3 thumbs down today. I hope everyone's doing okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
There's some people with some different opinions out there, you know.
Totally.
Lots of people don't still think Rory should have faced the cameras. That's the truth of it.
Logan is saying Makino are Japanese forged irons like Mira.
Yeah. J Wake 237. Ideal setup for G4 25 max 10.5 when the miss is a slice. I know, hard to say without data or see my swing. Thanks, love the channel. I mean, obviously weight in the heel. I'd go, small plus. I just think when you go big plus, you just, you can add a little bit too much dynamic loft. But I'd certainly go weight in the heel, small plus, start there. Stronger grip if you can. Try and strengthen that grip a little bit, get it more underneath. Just allow the hands then to sort of square up. Brazil is 3 to 4 hour flight. That's quite a distance.
Aye, not close.
Scotland to Portugal is a 3 hour flight. That's a big flight.
Anders. Afternoon, boys. Am I in the minority for enjoying Chambly in the booth? No.
I don't think you're in the minority.
I like his opinions. And he's well educated. Like he knows what he's talking about.
On some stuff.
Yeah.
Some stuff though, and only stuff that again you would only know this. This is I guess is the thing with someone like Brando. If that is deep knowledge, I would say his goes to there, right? So he's got more than most. Most people shallow surface level knowledge. He will learn about something. He will go to there, but the people who really know about it are down there. Yeah. So he knows enough to not fool most, but like impress most and add some insights and stuff like that. But then to take it really deep on swing or equipment or ground force or whatever it is, I admire the fact that he's trying to sort of, educate himself in these things. I don't agree with all his takes. I used to feel like he had a witch hunt against Tiger when he was working with Foley, and that kind of like bugged me a little bit. But the guy doesn't bother me.
No.
I like somebody who's wants to talk a little bit about the technical stuff, and he seems to want to get into that. So it doesn't bother me. I'm more with you than against Anders. I'm definitely more for Brando than against.
Two of the things that the Golf Channel has added that I enjoy, I like Smiley Kaufman's take.
Yeah.
And although he hit it close yesterday, but these Johnson Wagner going out a couple nights before and trying to hit shots or explaining why things do what they do, I think adds a better dynamic to the Golf Channel.
Yeah. Tim 2002. Ian Shieldsey has been back and forth on his driver as of late. On his hit channel, in my opinion, that driver is getting huge numbers and peak height. Thoughts? I haven't seen any of his. Driver numbers, to be honest. He is a adder of dynamic loft for sure, which is a little bit dangerous because he hits up in it with high dynamic loft, so he can get high launch but pretty low spin. And if you try and go too low, you can kind of get a bit sideways, a bit squirrely with it. Yeah, tricky. Curtis is saying, I thought Chambly provided an excellent non-biased opinion during the broadcast. He did an excellent job, in my opinion, and I'm not always in his camp. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's very fair. BM, should the word forgiving be removed from club vocabulary? Do golfers take this term as clubs are on autopilot? I think that's exactly what they do. They say, I'm a higher handicapper. I need, I miss-hit a lot of shots. I need these clubs.
Yeah.
But without, diagnosing what it is that you're struggling with. I think you have to know what it is you need forgiveness from, whether that's sole width or, like we said, toe and heel strikes and stuff. Sheldon, would anyone prefer watching golf without any commentary? I would not. I would bore the life out of me.
Yeah. I don't like some of the things that are said. I'm not against it whatsoever. Yeah. Just when there's certain things they talk about, especially like,
totally.
Some TrackMan numbers that are you see out there or whatever is a little on the rough side. Golf Daddy with a photo of Scotty Scheffler. Do you recommend adding lead tape to all your clubs to get a specific swing weight? I mean, look, you can add lead tape as much as you want. You can add them to every club or just whatever club you're looking to get to a certain weight. But I even know on tour they're using lead tape on a lot of clubs. So lead tape's not the worst thing. It's a nice way to test and try, but you know, especially in woods, you can hot melt stuff. It's a cleaner way for it to, so it looks prettier. Brad, if a hybrid and iron have the same loft, would the hybrid typically go further?
Yeah.
There's your answer, folks.
Yep. Obviously, thinner wall construction, wider, deeper body. CG can get lower and further back, projects the ball higher launch, lower spin. Slightly lighter head weights give you the opportunity to have a longer shaft, create more speed, higher launch. That's, yeah, generally, we're going to give you a bit more distance. Jeff Ward, Bryson is the Tim Tebow of golf. Fake as fake can get. Who knows? You know, it's just Bryson's trying to. He may have found him. He may have found himself. It seems like to me, he seems like he's trying to find himself.
Yeah.
Which is he? Because he was what he was prior to call it live and YouTube, and I tell you what, people love him now. I mean, he's a real fan's favorite.
He's
for a lot of people now. And
I read a tweet or an X, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. And someone was saying Bryson had to leave the PGA Tour to become likable.
Yeah.
And it's true. I mean, even like you watch some.
We didn't have to leave the tour.
No, I know. But money talks. But when you watch, like I've watched some of his stuff and I don't consume any golf content, it's not the worst. And I think because he's more on the content side, like he's more, people can see his day in, day out a lot now. He can't just be the, you know, what he was before.
He's got the right energy for it.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's spent enough time with the good boys, and I think there's probably a little bit of his on-camera demeanour now is probably been from getting to know the guys like, you know, Garrett and Grant and all those boys and going, okay, these guys are super successful. Everyone likes them, and they're building these massive brands. Maybe that's what I should do. You know, I'm not saying that's what he's done, but it would make sense that you would follow that, you know, chain of thought. But yeah, I think he's trying to find himself. I think that's where I've kind of landed on Bryson. Is he's trying to kind of figure out. Jamin, Bryson's come a long way since the rope line incident. Yeah, he certainly has. What do we got?
PGA Tour limits a lot of their member activity off the golf course.
Yeah, I think it's a really good comment. Or even whether it's at the events, you know, practice rounds like live. Obviously, Bryson and Phil can play a match. You know, that's great content they should be doing. Right. You know, PGA Tour need to lean into that. I believe in this day and age. I think if they're going to, you know, sort of reach all demographics, I really think content is the way to do that nowadays. Access is the way to do that. Yeah. So I completely agree with that.
Well, it was like when the PGA Tour put a kind of a pause on, you know, footage captured in those, you know, tour vans. Yeah. You know, when Trotty obviously started it, you know, people, you know, I watched them all, you know, and Titleist and Cali and everyone was following along, and then they kind of halt the amount you can see on tour. It sucks.
Michael Crawley, guys, lead time to get a custom G430 Max 10K built. To get it built, Mick, would take you about 5 minutes. Depending if we have the head and shaft in stock.
We do have some 10Ks in stock.
We have got some 10Ks in stock, Mick. Assuming you would like a 9-degree turn down, we should have that. Again, depending on what shaft and stuff like you want. You know, if we have it, a few days. If not, week and a half, you know, to get the components in.
Trenton Kruger. Ian, I remember you saying you ordered a Lab DF3. Any updates? I am dying on the hill. Mikey should be rocking the broom. I think during that fit we said, we'll play them, but I just never ended up following up.
Yeah, I got the Link putter. Sam left me one of those. Did you ever get your broom?
No, I never followed through. I know, I owe him a text.
You're not going to use it anyway, so.
I know. I might.
There you go. Xavier, saw your guys' review of the new Vice irons, went to their site to check them out. What are these True Temper Whiz steel shafts? I've never heard of a True Temper Whiz.
Me neither.
Don't know, honestly. Never heard of it. Xavier, next week we'll be on the live. I will have an answer for you as to what that is. I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Heard Daniel Price, heard Bryson creating irons every day people can buy. The company that makes his irons is Avoda, and you can buy or you can put your name in to purchase a set of their single length or standard length irons. Matt Stremick. Happy belated Father's Day, Ian.
Happy belated Father's Day to you too, pal. New dad for the second time, I believe.
Third time.
Third time?
Yep.
I suppose I've got 3 kids, haven't I?
Yep.
Big in. 2 Ians.
Anyways, with the Open approaching, driving iron season is upon us. What are your go-tos in the Bay? Whoa, stay tuned to the channel. Matt.
Yeah, we're literally just about to hit driving irons in about 4 minutes. So stay tuned, as young Michael says. There's some good ones. Some new ones.
For
new contenders.
$100, I'll give you the spiel after we film it. Early access. Bradley
is asking what swing speed should fit into Axiom 105X.
Fast one. Bradley Lipton with a wee Doug.
Certainly high. That'd be Fireside Rug. I'd say high 80s at least, high 80s and upwards. BM's got some good questions. Is the 3-wood dead, or do you see golfers benefit more from 4 or 5 wood?
A couple of weeks ago, we did a video.
We did do a video on that, and I'm sure you've seen it. At that time, I was in the camp of 3-wood might be on its way out. I'm back in the camp of actually think 3-wood's quite a nice week. Yeah, nice. Do you know what? I cannot get either of those mini drivers to sit in the right spot.
Yeah.
The 11.5 is too knuckly. The 13.5 is definitely too spinny. And I can't even the 13.5 down to 11.5 weight forward. No. Doesn't jive for
Daniel
me.
Price, yeah. Bryson was talking about the cool curve-faced irons. I don't know if you folks can see that, but
it looks broken.
It looks a wee bit broken.
It looks like somebody took the face and just bent it back. Ian and Mikey, so does the ball roll back? Is the golf...
Try again.
I'm trying to read it as it says. So does ball rollback still a valid argument after this weekend? Is the rollback still a valid argument after this weekend? Sometimes when you read it as it's typed, is it still valid after this weekend? What about this weekend would make it not valid or more valid? Obviously, I think just
Cody.
I think the best ball strikers will always rise to the top. That's just the nature where the game is nowadays. Yeah. There was a couple of guys in the field. Charlie, is it Ritter or Ritter?
Yep.
I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but it's George Gankis's lad, and obviously Gordon Sargent. Now, the two of them are in the mid 190s with their ball speed, and nowhere near
25 push-ups, Cody.
Yeah, they're kind of like high 190 or mid 190s ball speed. And neither of them were near leaderboard all week. So, is the golf ball rollback? I don't think it will change much.
No.
I really don't. I think, now seeing, like, Rory was 190 ball speed on his tee shot on 18 yesterday. Bryson obviously regularly in the 190s now. Those guys are still going to be longer than the others.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Preston, have you gents tried a local coffee shop, following up on how much better they are than Starbucks?
I do love a local coffee shop for a nice little pot of tea. I do. I do.
Which one?
What?
What's the name?
Of the local
Hi. Here in Canada, in Ontario, in Toronto, and Mississauga, Oakville.
Toronto Golf Club. They've got a lovely wee tea station.
No, Starbucks is nice.
All right. Couple more.
Oh, I was going to ask you this last night. Thoughts on Bryson putting his golf balls in Epsom salts?
Yeah, it's been done for years. Guys have been doing that for years.
No. Does it do anything now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me how I'm going to get my golf balls in Epsom salt tonight.
Yeah. No, that's an old school. This might be a controversial take, but let's have a run at it.
Oof. Buckle up, folks.
Buckle up. I don't think Bryson talks about a lot of technical things. We talked about like depth of knowledge and with Brandel and stuff like that. Tim's nailed it there. Ben Hogan did that, didn't he? Like, I think there's some things that Bryson does that people are like, wow,
right,
like
yeah,
that's amazing. It's like, no, like these types of things, like curvature on the iron faces has been done before. This is not like, he's not reinventing something. Pure layer, calm down. I'm over your station. So I just think sometimes people can get a bit carried away with the mad scientist nature of. I think if you gave Bryson not a crank driver, and I think he'd be unbelievably effective at what he does.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you gave him straight irons, I think he'd be unbelievably effective at what he does. I don't think it's his equipment is what makes him great. I think he is what makes him great.
And he's always trying and looking for that little subtle change to the next thing. And if it works,
that's
great.
What's impressive. It's like all of the marginal gains that he. This boy thinks he's pulling up at delivery. Here's the biggie.
This episode is brought to you by Pure Later.
Okay. We will love you guys and leave you. More filming to do, Michael.
Yep, lots to do.
Lots to do. 2 good videos down already. Got a nice fit with Tom and Jenny Walsh. Lovely family from Massachusetts joined us this morning. We've got some driving iron tests to do. What else have we got? Pinehurst. We're doing a little review from Pinehurst. So that should be fun. Alexander. Okay. Do you want to make sure we never missed any supers just before we get off here?
Oh, jeez.
Make sure.
No, we got them all. Oh, Brent. Did we get Brent?
What's that one?
You still tip drivers
sorry,
for adapters? Yes, we do.
Yeah. For our fit adapters, we do. It's at the fitter's discretion when it comes to the actual build itself, how much they want it tipped, more or less, same. But we do for the demo matrix.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, enjoyed it. Nice to have a bit of banter, It's not. The world would be a boring place if we all agreed, Michael, right?
Ah!
Right?
Yes.
Good to have a wee healthy debate.
Love a debate.
You just think you're right all the time. That's so bye. All right, guys, have a great week. I've got some good content coming your way. We will be back with you next Monday. We're heading out to California Tuesday. Nice trip out to test some new Titleist woods. You ready?
I'm
I
ready.
think you must swing ready for
I
that.
know, I need to get the speed sticks out.
Come on. Don't want to be.
I don't want to be embarrassed.
embarrassed.
I'm having a lesson
Embarrassment
out
to
there
the
too.
company.
Ooh,
Who are you going to see?
ooh. Not one, maybe two.
No, I'll come and watch. I'll come and watch.
Right.
Okay, guys.
Toodaloo.
Have a great week.
See ya.
See you next week.